A metalworking vise holds a piece of metal in place so that a computerized cutter can shape it into a part. You often see vices on how it's made. Now it's time to find out how they are made. Metalworking vices have parallel jaws that close tightly around a piece of metal. Their firm grip allows a part to be machined with pinpoint accuracy. To make a metalworking vise, they start with a steel rod. It spins in a lathe as tools carve threads into it. The result is a lead screw that will be used to open and close the jaws of the vise. Next, cutters transform a piece of aluminum into a thumb screw. The thumb screw is used for turning the lead screw. The outside of the screw is given a knurled texture for better gripping. The final tool shaves the rough-edged rim of the screw to make it smoother to the touch. This completes the thumb screw. Now, an automated saw cuts a steel bar into smaller pieces. Each piece will be used to make the base of a vise. Next, a cutter sculpts the outside of a base piece to the desired profile. Another tool carves a channel in the center of the base piece. The cutting machine also creates components for the vice's shuttle system. Then, a machine cuts the reverse side of the vice base flat and smooth. It also drills holes for mounting the vise to milling equipment. A constant flow of coolant is applied to protect the tool from wear. Next, a steel block is locked in a vise. Yes, they use vices to make new vices. The vise holds the piece of steel firmly in place as tools shape it into one of the new vice's jaws. After a heat treatment, they spray small particles of sand onto the newly formed jaw. The sandblasting removes blemishes. A worker now submerges all parts of the vise in a hot chemical solution, leaving them there for 8 hours. This chemical solution gives the parts a black oxide finish and protects them from rust. Here is the vise before and after the oxide treatment. Next, a laser etches the brand name, part number, and basic dimensions onto the base of the vise. Then, a probe gauges the size of the mounting holes. It also determines if they've been drilled in the correct location. Now it's time to assemble all the parts of the metalworking vise. The worker threads retainer rings onto the lead screw. Then he installs the lead screw in the base. He places shuttle devices onto each end of the lead screw. He inserts spacing blocks in the channel. He moves the shuttle devices forward, using the spacing blocks as guides for the correct positioning. After removing the spacing blocks, he adjusts the retainer rings. He places steel jaws on the shuttle devices and bolts them in place. Once the thumb screw has been attached to the lead screw, the assembly is complete. Now it's over to a computerized measuring station. The controller positions the vise in the equipment, then a probe moves in. The probe compares the coordinates of the vise to a computer model and checks that it measures up to standards. Metalworking vices take 4 weeks to make and will hold up for many years. If you have any comments about the show, or if you'd like to suggest topics for future shows, drop us a line at sciencechannel.com/howitsmade.